Hello and welcome to episode number 10 of the Chase and 8 podcast, where we'll recap the smash of the Oklahoma Sooners by the Tennessee Volunteers. How are we doing tonight, fellas?
Man, doing good. Out here in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm out here in the trenches.
Traderville.
Well, we could be better.
Yes.
Could be better. Yep. Could be better. It was a rough Saturday night, man. Listen, everything leading up to the game was phenomenal though.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Game day experience, atmosphere, fantastic. Everybody did a great job. Game day was great. I mean, I got no complaints there.
Hey, we did our part as fans. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, they answered the call. We answered the call, man.
We did.
And it was cool to see it. It was cool. It was cool to watch it. Now, the game itself was not what we were expecting or hoping it to be, but we'll get there. So, I mean, hey, man, we're at first game in the SEC, one down. It's only fingers crossed up from here, So why don't we just jump right into it? I'll go. I'm TJ Mullins. I'm your host. I'm here with Ryan Mullins. I'm here with Alex Polson, man. And let's just jump right into the ball game, dude, because it was a rout. The score to me doesn't, it doesn't replicate how it felt during the game. Okay.
Right.
The final score, it seems, a 10-point ball game is not really that bad. But I'm telling you, if you actually watched the game, it was not that good. I mean, Alex, you were there. Tell us, how was the atmosphere in the actual game? How was the environment? I mean, you said it was good. I just want to get your opinion on it one more time.
Man, it was amazing. For being the first SEC game, it was, I couldn't ask for anything better. I was walking into the stadium, all the OU fans, we were trying to get loud. But them Tennessee fans, man, they took it over. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was I was up there fighting for my life. I'm telling you that much.
They travel well?
Yeah, they do. They travel. I'm surprised all these OU fans gave up all their tickets, but it was all I saw was orange, man. It's crazy to see, but they did their thing out there. Especially as a fan base, they traveled well for sure.
It's impressive, man. It really is. It's impressive, and I hope that our fan base answers the call, which leads me. Y'all be down in Auburn this weekend, doing y'all thing. So, hey, tip of the cap to y'all, man, for sure. But hey, let's talk about the ball game, man. Let's talk about the ball game. Let's start on the defensive side. We'll do the good first. We'll do the good first. Ryan, what do you think of the defensive performance, man? And I know there was so much good that came out of this game on the defensive side of the football. Let me hear it. Who stood out? And who do you think is gonna make a huge impact moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a performance like that in a decade, maybe longer. I mean, an offense like that, that's just so potent, and they couldn't. Hey, we were in Nico's head. They didn't be conservative because they wanted.
Sure. All the Tennessee fans were talking about it.
Yeah, they were conservative because they had to be.
They wanted to get that game over with.
Right.
I'm telling you, the way the offense ran towards the end of the game, they were trying to get the game over with because Absolutely. They know, like, you know what I mean. Like if they kept turning the ball over so much, they were giving the ball back so many times to us. We had so many opportunities to win that game. We just could not get the offense rolling. It's crazy for how I feel so bad for the defense because how good they played. They basically, if we would have won that game, it would have the whole defense, everybody on defense should have got a game ball. But I mean, we lost, But for them to play as hard as they did and keep us in that game, it was 22-3, and I was in the stadium and I still felt like we had an opportunity because they kept punting the ball. It's not like they went down and scored every possession. You got to think they got the ball. We gave the ball back to them. Well, we gave it back to them after we got the fumble in the 5. Then we turned the ball over on our 35. Just like little stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, it was just all around phenomenal. RSJ is somebody that popped for me. I mean, man had 13 tackles.
Yep.
For sure.
You can't, and very physical. Tennessee's very physical. Sampson's a very physical runner. Even the backup, I don't know his name, but 18 was very physical.
Yep.
Lewis Carter popped for me. I mean, that man needs to play more.
Yeah. He needs to get some more burn for sure. I mean, just the way he tackles in space is ridiculous. It's crazy.
Yeah, he did. He had some, where he got out of gaps.
For sure.
But, nothing like, it was just very minor as I was rewatching. It wasn't like nothing huge, but.
That comes with inexperience too, for sure.
But just athleticism, yeah. And like you said, have we had a linebacker step up and hit somebody like he did on that flat route?
Yeah.
I haven't seen. I mean, Danny Stutsman, he played well. I mean, he only had 3 tackles.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not Danny Stutsman. And he missed in the backfield.
They were running away from him a lot from what I saw from, at the game.
Every team runs away from him.
He was also banged up. So he didn't play a lot of the second half.
We noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I was curious. I didn't understand what it was, but I guess I'm not going to say what I think it was, but he might have rolled his ankle, maybe something. He tweaked something because he obviously didn't play a whole lot. Because all you saw was Kip, you saw Kobe, and you saw Lewis, which, I mean, they did a fantastic job for them 3 being out there by themselves. You know what I mean? But
yeah, phenomenal. But yeah, I would just say defense as a whole. I thought corners did well. That's not on Kanai Walker, the deep ball. That's on Billy Bowman. If there was a weak spot of this game, it's 2 are All-Americans, supposedly. Which, if y'all watch our podcast first of the season, I'm not sold on him. I don't think he's that good. I really don't. I think he's our weak link, man. And it's in the run game. It's in the passing game because his eyes get on the quarterback and he sinks down. That's on Billy. You can tell by how Kanai played, how he had outside coverage, that he was given the inside up, thinking that he had help.
Somebody's got to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. And Billy took those couple steps because they did play action, and that was it.
That's all it took.
Then, people see Kanai chasing him and think, "Oh, it's your guy." No, on him.
Yep.
Oh, anyway.
Well, you gotta also look at Woody too, man. I think Woody got exposed a couple times, and I feel like that's been happening a lot. So I think, and then you saw that Eli came in, and Woody never came back on the field. So I think you'll be seeing a lot of. He's 23, correct?
Absolutely.
Correct. I think you'll be seeing a lot of 23. He came in. They came in and ran the exact same plays they did against Woody, and he locked it up. Every play they did a little stop and go. He was there, locked it up. Slants, locked it up. Yeah, kid's a stud, man.
In his hip pocket, went after him a couple times. Balls in hip pocket.
As soon as he got in the game, they went right at him.
Right.
First play, right at him. Yep.
I mean, just phenomenal all-around performance from the defense.
Mm-hmm. I like seeing everybody step up. It was the next man up, and I feel like everybody rose to the challenge.
Yep.
And shout out to Dolby, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
Shame.
Yeah, it was incredibly sad deal, man. Like seeing him cry on the card out, it just it'll break your heart, man. But for one thing, for me that really stood out, defensive line. I did not think it was really my question going into the season if we were going to be able to hold up in the trenches, in the SEC. Dude, we looked more than capable.
Mm-hmm.
True freshman number 65, Jake Jackson.
Stud.
My goodness, man. The kid's an animal, dude. He's just an absolute animal. Fighting double teams, splitting double teams, in the backfield the whole night. Hey, bless you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. My bad.
Don't bring that on that plane.
Sorry.
Hey, man.
I apologize.
Hey, Dominic Williams, too. Dominic Williams in the backfield all night.
Hey, they dominated, man. Them two and Terry, you couldn't do much. Not if they're trying to run the ball up the middle, they blew that up all day. Taking on double teams, getting back in there. I mean, I'm telling you, man, that defense is solid.
Man, it's the best defense we've had. I can't even.
But we got to take advantage of what we got. You know what I mean?
Well, that is the problem. And you know what? The defense, phenomenal, man. I think it's going to be very consistent every week. There'll be some ups and downs for sure. But I think week to week, it'll be consistent performance of just good football.
For sure.
Sound, great, good to elite. That's what we'll see from the defense, I think. Now,
before we get up the defense, Trace Ford had his coming out party.
I was gonna say that. Hey, that man played like his hair was on fire. And he was getting back there. That's the Trace Ford we saw at Oklahoma State.
Absolutely.
He was back there just going crazy.
Absolutely. And he gives you another element too, because he can actually drop back and cover.
Yeah, he played a little bit of I don't know if he played cheetah, but I know he was out there in space a little bit, a few times.
Right.
It's impressive to see. He's a big man. He's a big boy out there, covering. So
yeah, so
that just helps, man.
Shout him out.
Yeah, for sure.
We've been ever since he came over from OSU. He ain't like we expected him to, produce, and he has not yet. So, shout out Trace Ford.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate that because he was definitely a guy that stood out for sure. And Alex, you touched on it. Capitalizing on this defense, and let me just throw this out there. It's almost like we're living in a complete 180 of where we were at with the previous staff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so frustrating to me how complimentary football is just not. It just hasn't been there for us in a really long time, right? And the one year that we did have it, what was that? Baker's year, 2017, went to the Rose Bowl. Should have beat the Dogs, man. I mean, up big at half, whatever. Well, but that's a whole different ballgame. But it's just complimentary football has just not been a thing that this university has put on the field in such a long time. And we've asked for years, man. We just want a good defense. We just want a good defense. Now we have the good defense.
You can't score a lick.
It's like, dude, what? I mean, it's so frustrating, right? Because it's like we got the talent is supposedly there. Like, let's break this down. Hold on, let's break this down though. Jackson Arnold was the number one quarterback in the entire country. Okay, Taylor Tatum was the number one running back in the entire country. Okay, I mean it's like the wide receivers getting banged up. I think it's a bigger story than like people think it is. Especially looking back to before the season where everybody's saying we might even have one of the best in the country, right? That's what people were saying about the wide receiver room. And then we're looking now and it's like it might be one of the worst in the country. I mean, it's
you got first year guys coming out there. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah, and they're so small, dude. Like, okay, let's just dive right into it because we're here. We're talking about the offense, man, and huge news coming out of Brent Venables' Monday Night at Rudy's thing that he does with the Sooner crew. Michael Hawkins will be the starter in the Auburn game. I mean, let's dive into it. Ryan, what did you think of the quarterback performance? Did you think that Michael Hawkins needed to be in that situation? I mean, tell me what you thought about Jackson Arnold.
I've defended Jackson, and y'all been here with me as I did it. Yeah, I thought it had to happen. I mean, it was just he's lost it mentally. I mean, he is not seeing any of the easy reads. The easy reads. I mean, like there's multiple plays there where, the box is telling you to hand it off.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because there's not, you have more blockers than they have defenders. So it's telling you to hand it off, and he doesn't.
It's a simple count, man.
Right.
You just count it.
And that's just that's basic, and it's crazy because he ran this offense in high school. He was the number one quarterback running this offense. So I thought it had to happen. He mentally he's gone. I don't know what happened to him. Was it the bowl game? Him throwing all them interceptions? And I know he doesn't have the offense that would it be this bad if he had his offense like the guy Jaden and Farouk? Right. And I doubt it. I think he would be cruising. I think we would be cruising if we had all of our offensive line, all of our receivers. I don't think this would be happening. However, it is happening, and he has deteriorated. He's just gone downhill with it. So it had to happen. I mean, we needed a spark.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what?
What did you think, Mike, when he came in?
Well, the kid, he gave him an opportunity, and he seized it, man.
Yeah.
He came in here. He ran hard. He acted like he wanted to play quarterback for Oklahoma University, putting his body on the line. Hey, if you break down the throws, the timing between Jackson and Mike is tenfold. The ball is out so quick under Mike. I mean, he's very decisive. The ball is hut, and he knows where he's going. Boom. It's out. Where Jackson, you got the stutter. Is it open? I don't know. Maybe. And then yes. And then now it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I thought, hey, I think 9 gives us the best chance to move the ball. And we like we said the whole time, we don't need to score every time.
No.
We need to put together drives.
For sure.
Right? That's what we said on our last podcast going into Tennessee, and we were correct. The defense gave us plenty of opportunities. The offense just they didn't need to do anything spectacular.
For sure.
And I'm screaming, we're watching it. I scream, hot route. Hot route. You got a bare front, they're bringing it, somebody's blitzing, whatever. You got to have a hot route to the weak side or whatever. I mean, you got to have a drop down. And as soon as you see them guys coming, you go to it.
He's looking him in his face.
I mean,
he's literally
looking at him over the lines. He knows he's coming, and can't do nothing with it.
The crazy thing is the hot route was open a lot of those plays.
Yeah.
They had Bauer Sharp in the flat, or they had, the
running back.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Normally.
Well, it's to the point where it's like, if Jackson makes a spectacular play, you're almost shocked. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, bro, I feel like some of these receivers, like the one he got out of the jam and threw it to Bauer, not the one that got tipped, but the one that he caught, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like you're surprised. From what we saw from the game, to build up in the game, that's what it was. It started to become.
Sure.
You're like, oh, wow. Like nobody really thinks that he's about to make these plays. And then when it comes their way, then they're like, oh, you know what I mean? They're not expecting him to make that extra play. Where you get Hawkins in there, everybody expects him. You're just expecting him to do something. You know what I mean? You're expecting him to roll out. If he's getting chased down, get 5 or whatever, or make a play like he threw it to Raggins, he threw it to Jaquez on the right side of the field. Rolled out, getting chased out, dumped it off. You know what I mean? Like little 7-10 yard game, just stuff like that, little things. And you can see in the progress of the game, like you were saying, he's dwindling. Jackson, his game is just not there where it needs to be. And that obviously comes with experience, and he's young, obviously. But seeing the way Malik utilized the offense and took it over, and just it's almost the way it looks. We don't have to win games. I mean, obviously we want to win games, but it's how it looks. You know what I mean? We've been watching it for 4 games now, and we don't move the ball. It's the same thing. We're running the ball up the middle, can't get any pressure, or we can't move the ball, can't move people off the ball. And we keep running, and we look up, and it's 3rd and 11, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 9, and then you bring in Hawkins in, and then you look up, and it's like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. Easier, where we can manage something. You know, we might run it on 3rd and 3, might be 4th and 1. That gives us opportunity to maybe run another play. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I do like 9. I like 9 being our quarterback, and like you said, I see us doing a lot more with 9 at QB than I do with Jackson back there, for sure.
I mean, I totally agree. He's way more dynamic of a playmaker. That's all I can say about it. I mean,
sure.
he gives you more opportunities to escape out and make something happen with his feet. What I wanted to touch on though,
and like his demeanor and like poise in the pocket.
Yes,
it has to do. And I said this. I mentioned this the other day. You got to think about his dad. His dad played in the NFL, right? He knows how to be a pro. And I feel like him growing up and seeing that, he was going to be ready for any opportunity that came his way. And you can see it. He just took it by the horns and just ran with it. You know what I mean? I feel like being that young and having your father in the league, he's obviously had him, working with other quarterbacks, maybe guys that he played with in the professional. But I feel like having that, that guidance from an NFL standpoint, I feel like it's helped him tremendously from where he's at now, because you can see it, man. He just knows, he's so comfortable in the pocket. He has a feel for the pocket. He rolls out, I was getting nervous a little bit. He was getting chased down.
He left the pocket way early a couple times.
But you got to think, how many games has he played?
Well, sure, but he has some presence in there. It needs to get better though.
I'm not saying he's the best. I'm saying you can see that he has potential to be really good.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying is, you can tell, having all that work growing up, is you can tell that he knows kind of what is going on in the pocket. I feel like just from watching the game and being a fan, that's kind of what I see. Almost reminds me of, like, I'm not gonna say he's like I felt like it was more, he was controlling the pocket, almost like how Caleb did a little bit, and back to like Baker and Kyler, how we kind of rolled out a little bit and freed him up, and he kind of let it collapse, or like the D ends would rush up and he'd take off. With Jackson, I feel like they hike it, and he's just stuck in the middle. There's no really, I don't know if we're running the same offense. I'm not the play caller, but it just doesn't feel like he has any, I'm not gonna say feel, but it just doesn't feel right as it does with Malik back there.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, by the way. But one thing that I definitely wanted to touch on when it comes to body language, man, they kept showing like Jackson and Mike on the sidelines, and it's like a drastic difference, man. Like, it was after, I think it was after the lateral. They show Jackson on the sideline, sitting on the bench, head like towel over the head, and my thing, listen, you're gonna make mistakes, man. It's part of the game. But it's how you handle it. And I think, Ryan, you'd said it in the bowl game, dude. I think it literally rattled him to the core, like him throwing those interceptions. But I'm just like, dude, you threw for 350 yards and like 3 touchdowns. Like, it doesn't make sense in my mind. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I definitely think 9's the best option moving forward. And I think it opens up the playbook. I think you could do more with him. And I'm really excited to see the product, know. And let's go into the run game, because
before you go there, I want to say I apologize. It's Mike Hawkins, not Malik. That's his brother. I apologize.
That's his brother. Oh,
just wanted. Yeah, I apologize. I apologize.
I tried to stop and correct. But you were on a roll.
I was, I had a lot of built up, animosity. I'm sorry. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Let me just run through some stats real quick from the game. On first down, we had 15 first down plays, 7 total yards, 3 turnovers, and a safety. We had 222 yards total, 186 passing and 36 rushing, 3.3 yards per play. Time of possession, Tennessee had it for 35 minutes and 41 seconds. We had it for 24 minutes and 28 seconds. Jackson Arnold was 7 of 16 for 54 yards and an interception. And Mike Hawkins was 11 of 18, 132 and a touchdown. 33 rushes for 36 yards for a 1.1 yard a carry. And so I was talking to Ryan. I was talking to you before we got on here. And it literally made me laugh. Okay. Javonte Barnes has a 17-yard run. Okay. In the first quarter. It's like pretty early in the first quarter too. Looks good, man. It was like a toss. He got on the edge.
First play of the game or something like that.
He got absolutely demolished at the end.
Off the map.
But 17-yard gain. He finished with 12 yards. He lost 5 yards the rest of the game, dude.
Did he really?
Did not gain another yard. He did not gain another yard. He went back 5.
He didn't have another big run at the end?
He did not gain another yard. He went backwards 5 yards the rest of the ball game. Okay? Which leads me to the point of the run game. Okay? We got on here last podcast and we said, hey, their defensive line, it might be one of the best in the entire country, if not the best. Okay? Especially the interior. We said this. If you want to fact check it, go back and watch. We would appreciate that. Come on now. Hey, but seriously, you run it over and over and over again right into the teeth of their defense, dude.
You can't do that.
It was blowing my mind, bro. It was blowing my mind.
Yeah.
I went back and rewatched it. It was even worse the second time. You
can't do that when your center's getting thrown on his ass all game and he's blocking the wrong way. You can't do that.
I watched the safety again. Okay. The play takes too long. Number one. Okay. The play is too long. We are literally on the 1 yard line. And that is actually after Heath Ozada gets a false start. I mean, just horrible. Whatever. The play takes too long, and we run it right up the middle, man. But what's even worse about it, though, the defensive line doesn't even make the play. There's a linebacker standing right over the center. He just runs right through the middle.
They go 2 different ways. Emefibeche and who's the other one?
He's right up the middle.
They both went this way. They just split. Yep. So I'm saying, man, it was just like a lot of offense got to figure it out.
When I tell you, I don't know how you sit. I don't know how you watch film. Okay, this is your job as an offensive coordinator. And guess who does the run game, fellas? It ain't Seth Littrell. Bill Beanbo is the run game coordinator. Okay, he is the person that's supposed to come up with the run game, the plan of the run game. How do you watch film all week long to get to a point where you're like, this is what we're going to do? We have ran this play all season long, not worked once, but you know what? This will be the game, baby. This is the game right here. We're going to fire off the football, okay? Right at a 350-pound nose tackle, defensive tackle. Perfect. When you've ran 2 jet sweeps from Deion Burks. Sorry, I'm going on rant here. I need to get this out.
Go ahead, bud. Let it all out.
Jet sweep 2. Okay, both the Deion Burks. Like 10 yards, both of them, 10 yards. Didn't see another one. Okay. Like I mentioned, Javonte Barnes gets the toss left. Gets to the edge, 17-yard carry. Not another one. Can somebody explain to me what the hell's going on?
Hey, like I said, if your center's asking for help to get off the ground after every play, ain't nothing. That's not gonna help, but not in the run game. That's for damn sure.
But here. My thing is, I guess this is what I'm asking. Why did we not try to get to the edges more?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, baffles. That is something that I mean, I don't know. I wish somebody would ask.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, here's the deal. They're going to tell you the same.
Yep.
Whatever it is, it'll be generic, and they're not going to say anything.
Yep.
They're seeing something we're not. They're seeing, or is it hard to run a freaking counter out of the RPO? Or I don't know. I don't know. We
gotta have guys on the sideline that can go and block. I'm telling you. I mean, they recruited good enough where we got Eddie Pierre. I mean, throw him in there. Somebody else. I don't know what's going on with that line, but we got to make changes, man. And it's got to be.
They're not as good
tomorrow
because they're not
morning.
in the game.
Yeah, they're not. They're not firing off the ball like we're used to. Bill's lines. They're not. They're not. We don't see that push. Is that because they're weak, or is that just because they're being coached to stay and kind of redirect? I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever it is, we need to do the opposite.
Schmitty. Now we're going to Schmitty. All right.
Oh boy.
I know. I ain't going there.
I'll never go to Schmidt.
No, I know. I'm not going there. No, I'm not going there. My thing is though, we lose AP.
Huh?
There you go.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I don't understand the game plan, dude. And I've talked about this several times. There's no rhythm and I guess when you start so far behind the chains on first down, it's impossible to get into a rhythm because when you're facing 2nd and 15s and 2nd and 16s and just these, the drive is over pretty much with our offense right now. We just can't do that, man. We got to have positive yardage on first down. We got to get there. Man. We got to get better on first down because that's what's causing our third downs to be terrible. It's because we're so bad on first and second. So
for sure. Did you see the stats? Did you see the stats for the first down?
Yeah,
the yardage. The yardage on all of them, it was like 4, -1, 0.
Yeah. Oh,
what are we supposed to do? And we're not
3 of 15 on third down, by the way.
And what's crazy is we're not even taking the shots down the field. I don't know if it's we don't got time or if we're just not running the old offense. I don't know what it is. I'm not an offense coordinator, but it's so crazy to see that we go from, we're so used to having the best quarterbacks in college, right? And being able to throw them 25+ yard passes. Now we're throwing 5-yard slants, 10-yard slants, and we're not doing nothing, man. It's crazy. Is it not?
Oh, it really is. And that has to do with the whole offense as a whole. Who you got running them, the line blocking. I mean, Brendan Thompson, again, I've said this many times. He's supposed to be a burner. 0 separation.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
0. That guy
there was one guy that got separation. There was one guy the whole night that got separation.
I mean, Jaquez did too. Well, Burks got separation too. They just don't let him go. They don't. And when they finally did, he missed him right over the middle. I mean, he was wide open.
I think we did lose him this time.
Probably.
Hey, he's on vac. Not vacay. He's traveled for work. He ain't on vacay. He traveled for work.
Right.
But, dude, can I ask you this though? And I really want your opinion on it because for me, when I watch this offense, dude, and I'm not trying to be negative. I'm really not. To me, it's such a large picture of what's wrong. Okay, there's so many things going wrong. Does Michael Hawkins give you a better threat at quarterback? Absolutely. But there's only so much that he can do, man. it's not like I just don't think it's going to be this like overnight change. Am I wrong on that, or do you think it
I
could?
mean, here's the deal. When he did come in, it changed instantly.
It
Now,
did.
there were, well, I mean, I won't say
That's
instantly.
that's the other side of it,
We
right?
had a couple drives there where they did the same thing, but at the start of that fourth quarter, it flipped. And you got the
Yeah,
same players running the same routes. It's just like I said, his timing was way different. I mean, got the ball and he knew where he was going and the ball was out. Before, like right when the receiver was turning around, he
he
wasn't waiting.
he was throwing them open. He wasn't
Yeah,
waiting for them to get open. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and that throw to as soon as he hit Raggins on that out,
Yep.
yeah. And we didn't run an out route with Jackson Arnold. I mean, I don't know what
I
it's
don't know if
just
we did or
slants
not.
and curls, slants and digs, hitches and slants. It's like
I don't know. It's such a weird deal to me though, because it really it looked different. There's no doubt about it. But people were open though.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
when Mike Hawkins came in the game, it was like Jaquace Petaway was running wide open on that even on the fourth down play, which nobody's really talking about that. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
Phone died.
Hey, let me ask you. We'll get there. I want to talk about this first, though. Even on the fourth down play where we didn't pick it up, he missed the throw, dude. But Petaway was wide open, though, like legit wide open, and he just
Malik
overthrew.
or Michael? You talking about Michael Hawkins?
Yeah. On that fourth down,
Yeah.
and can we talk about this real quick though? Because nobody's talked about it. I haven't heard anybody talk about it. It was a 4th and 14. I think there was like 5.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. We had all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at that point, what was the score? I think they
22 to 3.
No. This was we had
22
just
to
scored.
9. It was one of them two.
I think that's
Wasn't
right.
much.
Dude, we had there was a way that we could literally get back in the game for real.
You had to do it on that. They had to do it on that drive.
I still know
like you said, you have 5 minutes left. You're down 3 scores. You had to go for it.
no, you didn't.
I don't know why we didn't punt there.
You punt that and you let your defense, because we went down and scored the next drive. Yeah, you don't give them 3 there. Then it's 22 to 9. Then they go down and score and maybe get a 2-point. Well, it don't even matter, but it'd be like 16-22.
Yeah.
Right back in.
You got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To stop again, 3 and out. And then you got to drive to go win the ball game.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I agree 100%. But they were just searching for a spark.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, the entire time, if you're in the game, if you're in the stadium, you saw we had to make a move. Like, we had to do something in that situation. I know it's not a great call, and I know our defense stood up to the challenge, and they only gave up 3 right there. On the, what was it? We're on the 20, R20 or something like that. Something like crazy.
That. Yeah, it was something crazy. That's what I'm saying.
But then again, if they do go down, say we do complete that and we go down to score, then, and say we do, obviously we didn't win, but say if there was a possibility we come back and win that game, that drive right there, that 4th and whatever is key. But like everybody's been saying, they're just looking for a spark, and we were desperate. I mean, the whole state of Oklahoma was desperate for us to move the ball. It was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing.
Oh, it was embarrassing. There is no doubt about it.
I mean, I'm talking to Tennessee fans, and they're like, "Man, this is the best defense we've ever played," but y'all's offense is horseshit. Excuse my language, but I mean, they were telling me, like, if you guys would have been able to score, we're probably going home with an L. We're probably traveling back to Knoxville with the L, and I'm on this plane in Knoxville, and I'm wearing all my OU stuff. But guess what? I wore a hat instead of my shirt. Okay, I got nervous.
Hey. Okay, can we talk about the liability of tight end?
The
tight end position, Dude,
can't block.
If the wide receivers are terrible, which they have been up to this point, okay, you can help them out by having good tight end play. Right? You can help them out with a good tight end, okay? But when your tight ends are literally they can't block anybody. Bauer, Sharp, and Roberts both miss guys all night. I'm not dude, I'm not talking like barely getting them or whatever. I'm talking straight up whiffs, man. Like they didn't even make contact with
them. Safety is on Bowers. I don't care what anybody says.
Bauer Sharp missed the guy.
He hit his butt. He got blown back so far in the backfield that he was reaching out and can't get back because old buddy's falling on his head. And back to you talking about tight ends. Our best tight end is on the bench, I think. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think our best tight end is on the bench, and Davion Mitchell. If they're gonna give all these freshmen opportunity, if we're gonna be this bad, hey, you brought in this top 10 class for a reason. If you're giving all these other freshmen these opportunities, give him an opportunity. Why not? We're not getting any production from our tight ends. Nobody on offense. Switch it up. Hey, you got guys on the bench that want to play, and they will bust their ass for you. And you got guys in there that missing blocks. Like you said, Bauer Sharp is not. He's not. A liability. They're going to run screens. He can't make a block. He's trying to block edges, getting blown back, whiffing. I mean, and you got a freshman that's not even supposed to be a freshman, and I bet you he'd go out there and block his ass off, and he'd catch. What was he supposed to be, a 5? If he would have stayed in high school, he'd have been a 5-star this year.
Supposed to be.
I mean, he's what, 6'3", 6'4", about 2. I don't know his weight, but he's a big boy. Why not give him opportunity? If you're looking for somebody that can do everything at offense, give him opportunity, man. You got Eli Bowen out there at corner, taking Woody's spot. You got Hawkins taking QB spot. Got Reagans out there receiver. Who else we got? You got Tatum taking over the running back. Hey, bring them all on, man. Put them all in the game. Might as well. If we're struggling this bad, start them up now.
I don't mind it.
Honestly,
Ryan, what'd you think of the tight ends, man?
Yeah, he was horrible. They were both not very good. I mean, he knows how. I mean, there's times where he gets open, he finds his spot, but when it's come to blocking, there was a play, and I was rewatching it. Why? And I don't know. This is another part of the scheme that I don't understand. Don't run him, and then is he that bad that he's got to get a running start to try to get any movement?
I think that's
what it is. Motion him over there and set his butt down so he's right in front of the guy.
He still can't do nothing.
He came motioning in full sprint, man. I mean, a full sprint, and he was supposed to block Pierce, 27, and he just fell right off of him. I mean, his whole body, he left his feet trying to push him back, and he didn't even move him. He just fell right off.
It's crazy.
And then go make the play. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, we got guys. We have guys on this team that can change the season for us. It's just a matter if you want to allow them.
I don't know if Davion Mitchell could block any better than that as a true freshman, and he's even younger than a true freshman. He's 17 years old. I mean,
give him an opportunity.
Yeah, I don't mind an opportunity because it can't be worse than what.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Or a Cade McIntyre, or Kevin Helms, whatever, whoever you got to throw out there.
It's just we just need I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to even be talking about.
My thing is, you said what? What'd you say, Ryan? Okay, my thing is though, I don't know where we go. I mean, that's why I'm excited for Auburn though, is because it's like a new product. It's almost like we're starting over in a way, and so
100%.
I like that. I just don't know where we go. That's all I'm saying, because it ain't like we're running a new offensive line out there.
Mm-mm.
It'll be the same 5 guys that started against Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay? And actually, we might be down Tarquin because I think he got hurt, the right tackle. And I'm telling you right now, dude, if Spencer Brown runs out there at right tackle, just don't even play this game. Sorry, excuse my language, but he's the worst. All right. I don't know where we go, fellas. Okay. All I know is number 9's running out there on Saturday, and he's going to give us a spark that we need. I truly believe that.
I do too.
Okay. I truly believe it. But if you ask me, do we score 30 points on Saturday? I do not think so.
Hey,
I do not think
we're going to score.
You said 30?
30.
We're going to score 30 points.
Not that either.
All right. So
we'll get there. I threw that out there. We'll get there in the preview. We'll get that next episode. All right.
What's wrong with Taylor Tatum? Oh, he's got a concussion, correct? Or
they sure look like it.
No,
number 11 was smacking the hell out of him.
Because he never came back. So
it's in the protocol. Yeah.
Yeah. So does that mean that we have him for Saturday or no?
Oh, and also Burks. No. Burks could be out.
Lucky to get back for Texas.
Concussion?
Mm-hmm.
It's usually 2 weeks. He'll be all right. He should be good by Texas, I think. We got a bye or no?
We do.
Oh, he should be good then.
Did y'all hear?
If he's not playing, then you might be right. I don't know if we scored 20 or 30, but do they score 30? I don't think so.
No way in hell.
Exactly.
No. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I think we win. We'll get there, man. But all I'm saying is I think it'll be like a 2017 game, like for real.
I'm cool with that.
Me too.
What's crazy, what's crazy is I'm to the point where I'm okay if we lose games. I'm okay with watching 9 run out there and try to make something happen than Jackson. And I hate being this guy, and I hyped him up all year. Y'all know I hyped him up just like Ryan did. I'm out on him right now. And he can come back and, try to earn his spot, but he has not earned it one bit for me to say that I want him at quarterback, because I don't. I would much rather watch Hawkins do his thing and try to win us ball games. And if we don't have a great season, hey, I mean, it is what it is. But at this point, I would much rather have him back there. It's the way that he makes the offense look. We don't look stagnant. You know what I mean? If there's nobody open, he's going to try to make a play, try to get some yards out of it, right? Where 9, he looks one person down, and hey, if he's not open, or if Jackson's there, he's going to stare you down, right? And he's going to try to fit it in there. 9's going to try to pull it.
I mean, I don't know. That's a lot of 9. I mean, 11's made plays with his legs all season, so I don't. I mean, is Hawkins more electric? 100%. But I mean, exactly. I'm not going to get into Jackson's just been looking dumb in the pocket. He's just made horrible reads. I mean, honestly,
looking dumb in the pocket. It's what basically you just answered it.
No, I mean, yeah, maybe sometimes. Yeah. Mentally, he needs this. He needs a reset
for sure. He's good, man. I'm not saying he's not good. He's a great quarterback. He was number 1, like you said, for a reason. He just needs a reset.
I don't think he comes back to the University of Oklahoma. I think he's done.
Yeah.
So you just got your spot taken by a true freshman. It ain't like it's like a 5th-year senior that's gone after this year. He gonna be there for a while. So
yeah. I mean, but then again, you got to think: is it him, or is it the scheme?
He already got Levy. He got Levy on the phone.
He's headed out.
Yeah, after the game.
Damn.
All right, we beat him up enough. Let's move on.
I know. Hey, but here's after this, we'll go to the next segment, but hopefully it looks better on Saturday, and I just hope that they open up the playbook a little bit more. That's all I'm at. So, all right. Let's get to this next segment. We're going to talk about the games that we picked. Ryan, what was our record? Where we go this week in our picks?
We can only go up from here.
That's all I'm saying. We went 0-3, fellas. Hey, on paper, though, they looked like great picks.
They did.
I'll just say that. I picked, so I'll dive into mine. I went Nebraska covering the spread over the Fighting Illini. And what was that final score? I know it went into overtime.
I think it was 30-27, wasn't it? Or
35-27 or something like that. Something. Yeah.
That sounds right. That sounds right because it didn't go double. I don't think it went double. I just remember Nebraska having the worst overtime performance I've ever seen in my entire life. I think they lost like 30 yards. They were
30 and 40.
That's it. They went straight backwards.
30 and 45 or something crazy.
Dude, I was laughing so hard because I thought about what I picked on here, and I was like, I'm about to get absolutely cooked, bro. Like, I was thinking about it the whole time. Ryan, dive into your game, man. What you pick?
I had OSU beating Utah at home, and I even thought Cam Rising was going to play. He didn't even play. True freshman. I don't know if he was true or redshirt. One of the two. I think it was true, actually.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I think it was a true. I went in there, and, I mean, I expected OSU's offense to do a lot more than they did. I don't understand. And I guess maybe Utah's got a good D, but I don't know. I just thought that experience and the home field advantage would get it done. But,
hey, us and OSU had a similar experience, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we did.
Same game, pretty much.
Same game.
Yeah.
And Bowman got benched.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So, I mean,
somebody give him a headset.
So did ours.
Give him a headset.
That's what I said. Hey, us at OSU, man, we were in the same boat. We even had the same score at one point. Like
10-3.
It was like 22-3, I think. Yeah. So that was crazy. All right, Alex, dive into your pick, man. What'd you have?
I know every OU fan is going to be on my case about it. I know I sided with Link. I thought from what I saw a couple weeks ago, they went down and beat LSU. You know, I just thought, I don't know, that defense looked somewhat good against LSU. And, you know, Michigan just ran the ball and they're more physical than they were.
Yeah.
You know,
what that game told me? Texas is for real.
Texas is a real deal. Yeah.
Michigan just pushed USC around.
Yep.
And Texas pushed them around. That's a scary thought, man.
Yeah. They're big and physical.
Yep.
And they made Michigan look small. And it's kind of, and I feel bad now because like watching that game, it was total opposite of what I thought was going to happen. I thought it was going to be like, I thought they were both going to score. I knew Michigan was going to run the ball, but I thought, you know, they might win by, 3 or something a little crazy, but I didn't think they were going to get beat like that, honestly.
Yeah. Man, the way that Lincoln, runs a program, he would do phenomenal in the Pac-12. And we saw it, that's his style. But when you're going to the SEC and the Big Ten, dude, you got to come ready.
Yeah.
I mean, the trenches, it's one in the trenches, man. We say it all the time. And I don't think you'll ever be able to do anything in the Big Ten because his teams are just not physical enough, man.
Yeah.
Now, you got that new defensive coordinator, and I think he's a good coach, but we'll see.
That's what fooled me because they played good against LSU. Yeah. That's the SEC school, and they were more physical than them. So
true. Yeah.
And I don't know, they just looked like they were flying around way more and like I said, just being physical. That's all it was, but they got out physical, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Hey, fellas, let's wrap this thing up, man. We're getting close to an hour. So let's wrap it up. Ryan, let me hear your final thoughts about the game, what you think, and I mean, just give me opinions, give me your thoughts, man, because we need something. We need a spark too.
Yeah, I think it was very, very disappointing. I think a lot of OU fans, man, we were hoping that this was the game. Offense, Jackson came out, turned it around, and it was not. But we did have a knight in shining armor, if you will, come in and give us a glimpse of, hey, I can do this for you. So we're going to ride with 9. And I'm, hey, after himself giving himself up twice to get in the end zone for this team, and yeah, like you said, seeing his demeanor, how he just was wanting to be the quarterback at Oklahoma University, yeah, I'm cool with riding with 9.
Yeah.
That's the excitement right there. Come out with 9.
Yep. I agree, man. I like that a lot. Yeah. Alex, let me hear, man. Final thoughts.
Yeah, I gotta agree 100%. 9's a guy, man. And I usually take these games to heart. I'm probably one of the, if not one of the biggest OU fans, and I take every loss to heart. Like, I was telling them, if we lose this game, I might sit up here and cry. I was up there with all these Tennessee fans, but watching 9 come in the game, it just gave us hope, because I felt like he might be able to do something that we don't think we can do. You know what I mean? I feel like he might be able to push the ball down the field a little bit. And just, like I said, man, just give us hope. And almost back to what you're saying, like the time of possession. I feel like with him, we're not going to have, I mean, he's young. It's going to happen. He's going to, we're going to go 3 and out sometimes pretty quick. But I feel like with him, the more reps, the more experience, I feel like he's going to develop, and it's going to open our game up a whole lot. But like Ryan said, I think 9 is a guy, and I'm down to ride with 9 till the end for sure. He's next man up. He's a dog. You know what I mean? That's what we need.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, one thing I do want to say about, the Vols, man, they got a good squad, dude. Like, and one of the things that I really wanted to see is I wanted the defense to get tested.
We did.
One of the best offenses in the country. I wanted to see how we stacked up. And one thing that coming out of this game that I can officially say now is we have a legit defense, man.
We do, for sure.
Legit defense.
And you got to think, man, being in the SEC, you got 3 games to lose. If you lose 3 games, you still have an opportunity to make the playoffs. And seeing 9 come in the ball game, it gave me and every OU fan hope that we can, we're probably going to lose a couple more games, but if we can hold on to maybe just losing 3 games, hey, that's enough for me. Especially the first year at SEC, all the quarterback drama, not drama, but, trying to find a new quarterback. I think, man, if he can stay in there and do his thing, I think we got a chance, man. We just gotta perform. We're just not performing on offense. And we're not used to that. OU fans aren't used to that, man.
Oh, yeah. I think it's the execution. Execution just been so bad, dude. Like, top to bottom. And, I mean, and we did harp on Jackson Arnold, but for real, though, it hasn't been the standard.
For sure.
That we've come to know. Right. And when you don't meet the standard, man, like it happens, and I wish him the best. I'm not saying that he's a terrible quarterback, whatever.
You packing him up?
I don't. Huh?
You packing him up?
Oh, yeah. No.
You sent him to Starkville already?
Yeah. No.
Let's hit it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So that's it, man. We'll do another one Wednesday or Thursday, and we'll preview the Auburn game. So, fellas, I appreciate y'all being flexible, man, hopping on here, discussing the ball game. So, you know how we always end it, man. It's a big boomer.
So